Okay, here we are once again on the road with the Valley Rams. This is the final game of the season, and we're heading up to the final game. Everybody is looking forward to this game. Important game as well for Cardiff City, as most people know. We can win this one easily. First of all, before we go any further, we've got some key figures on the bus today. We're going to be interviewing quite a few of the boys. We've got some characters who have dressed up as well as, well, you'll see who they are as we go along. But I hope you enjoy the final game away of the season, and hopefully we can reflect on the season from start to finish. And what we will be doing is compiling a CD or DVD, sorry, for everybody to enjoy. Don't forget, watch out for it. It will be in the Rams office in front of Ninian Park there, and hopefully it'll be in the club shop as well. So let's see how it goes. Enjoy yourselves. Let's have a win today. Okay, the first interview on the bus, final game of the season. I've caught up with the celebrity himself, Mr. Corky, in fancy dress. Cork, sum up the season, man.
Well, it's been a bit of a rough season, like, but we had a laugh. That's the main thing, and at the end of the day, we come out on top. We were going to stay up. The only thing that's worrying me now, I got a baby on the way. I thought she said Johnny Rotten. What she meant was that Johnny was rotten, and I don't know what happened since. 4 kids I got now, and I'm happy with this.
Cork, tell me a little bit about Blackpool, man, because I didn't go up there. I mean, obviously we went to Austria, and things have happened since then. I didn't manage to get to Blackpool because if I did, it would end up in a divorce. So, you know, you've got to draw the line somewhere. But tell me a bit about it.
Yeah, Blackpool was a good trip. It was 1 or 2 reneging on paying things, and I had a bit of arguments with them because, you know, they messed me about. But apart from that, we had a fantastic time. Everybody had a great laugh. The hotels was much better than usual. You know, you could get 6 in one room, and it wasn't too bad. Like, it's usually 15 in a room of hell, like. So the boys was quite happy about it. I won't say what happened else because it's all on tour. We got to keep some things stub. But
it's all right, Cork. We can edit.
No. Just in case. Everybody went at a great time.
Right, one thing I want to say about Cork, obviously since that day in Blackpool, as you know, right, we were in Blackpool and things were looking bad for us. Since that game, second half maybe, take it from there.
Well, yeah, the second half at Preston and the first half at Leicester made us suicidal. Half time at Leicester, we was all going to go over. He was really devastated. Hardly scores a free kick and everything changed. They come out against Reading, different side, fantastic. Won our game with ease. We should be in the playoffs, not them. We was far superior than them. And now we got Gillingham where we can enjoy the day. I mean, if we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. I still think we're absolutely safe now. So, you know, I think we've still got a good chance of winning today. In fact, I hope we do. But I just think we'll have a good day anyway, no matter what.
Sum up the season, Cork. It's been a long, hard season, hasn't it?
Well, it's been a difficult season with the finances off the pitch. But I think that's going to come right now in the summer. People, I'm not saying more on that because let it happen when it happens, because we've got too many false stones. But all the vibes I'm getting are positive at the moment. So, you know, I don't think it'll be as tough a close season as what people think.
Obviously you're the spokesperson, like Gwen, for the Valley Rams, so you know a little bit more than everybody else. So I'm giving you the opportunity now to give us something to look forward to in the summer.
Well, I honestly think a stadium will start before the new season starts. If it haven't started, I think it'll be up and ready to start. So I think that's what we got to look forward to. The main thing is that we buy our season tickets to keep a club afloat in the meanwhile. The interim period is very important. People reneging or holding back on their season tickets, not going to help a club at all. May is a very important month, and we've got to get this money in because we've got to keep a club going while we wait for the stadium to start. So, you know, people will think, I'm not going to buy a season ticket, we might sell Gabadon. Well, it's our football club, we either support the club or we don't.
Okay, on that note, do you think Gabadon do you think he's going to go?
Well, he's 25 or 26 years of age now. He's entitled to play in the Premiership. If a Premiership think he's good enough, he's served his time well at Cardiff City, and we shouldn't be able to stop him, really. You know, I don't think it's fair.
How do you feel, Sam? How does Sam feel on it?
Well, he can't really refuse him because he's sold Ernie to the Premiership. How can he tell Gabadon he can't go? He can't.
What's the situation with Ernie now? At the end of the season, possibly they can go back down. I heard he's got a get-out clause. Is that true?
I don't know nothing about the finances as far as Ernie's concerned, but I suppose he might have, yeah. He probably gets transferred to another Premier team like Everton or something like that, I should imagine.
So there's no chance of him coming back to us?
Well, I shouldn't think so. I mean, West Brom will be very better off financially now. They'll have all his parachute money from a Premier League. So no, I don't think he'd see it as a backward step now.
So Sam is positive, isn't he, the last week gone?
Sam is bouncing. I mean, a lot of people are against him at the moment, but I mean, at the end of the day, you know, he's the best thing that happened to us. I mean, I was champing when Black Friday came out. I was calling him everything under the sun, and rightly so, because nobody knew what was happening. But since then, I can see no other players have gone. The stadium seems to be back on track. Risdale is fantastic. He's very enthusiastic. I just think it's optimism we need to be showing, and not negativity all the time.
On the point of Ridgedale, as you mentioned with their Cork, right? As you know, we speak to everybody, looks at this and they watch this show. And we have what was it, Black Friday, for example. We had 3,000 hits in like over a week. So you know, you are the voice here now, right? Ridgedale, obviously he's come from Leeds. Bad feeling there again, right? Same as Sam when Sam left Wimbledon. What should tell me about that?
Well, Ridgedale, you've got to remember now, he started QVC for a start, like as a £1 billion business, top man, loads of things like that. You know, he's very high up in that sort of work. With Leeds, he bought fantastic players and he took them to the Europe 4 years running. I mean, he was 17 years at Leeds, it only went pear-shaped at the end. Nobody complained about his signings all that time. You know, all right, he went wrong in the end. It probably something to do with us talking about the FA Cup. That started the rot. They didn't get into Europe last season, and due to that, then they went financially pear-shaped. But he went to Barnsley since then, and he got them out of administration, and he got some very positive moves for Cardiff City. He's very, very enthusiastic, and I think he's a good thing.
Well, I went to the meeting last week and I was impressed, I've got to be honest. I mean, I met Ridgedale. He's not a bad old guy, fair play. You know, I don't know the guy. I speak to him personally. He had time for me. He explained what he wants to do with the club, and I am impressed. Let's hope he can carry it out.
Well, yes, I met him a few times, and twice, and he's very, very enthusiastic, and he thinks it's a forward club. He wouldn't be here, otherwise why would he be here? You know, I hope he stays here.
So his job at the club, I thought, and initially when he came into the club, his job was to sort the stadium out, but obviously he's getting more involved in other things now then.
Yeah, he is. The stadium is very much part of his remit, but also he needs to restructure, I believe, the club itself, you know, all the way through. I won't go into that because, you know, that's nothing to do with me, but I just think the club will be restructured. I honestly do. And we'll have to see if it's for the better. Let's hope it is.
On the final note, Cork, thanks for that. On the final note, score for today, mate.
I think we'll win 2-1. I do. I think Gillingham will be shitting themselves. They'll be thinking themselves we're going to lose this match and they're going to get relegated. So their asses will go. I think we'll win 2-1.
If we played there last Saturday, mate, we could beat anybody.
Definitely. We've been as good as anybody in this league and as bad as anybody in this league. It's very inconsistent side we've got. You know. So let's just hope next season things are different.
Thanks, Cork. Once again, as I said to you earlier, I'm going to go around the bus and interview as many people as I can. Obviously, we've got to interview the top dogs first. We've interviewed Corky earlier, and now we've got Gwyn. Gwyn, it's been a long, hard season, mate.
Top banana, top banana.
Hey, Gwyn, you look slightly...
We call this the Viagra season.
Yeah.
Been a hard year.
Absolutely. Ups and downs of the season, Gwyn.
My fourth divorce. That was a big up. The stadium has been the biggest. Hey, the stadium has been the biggest down, haven't it, really? That's cocked us all up. Cocked the team up, cocked everything up. But the biggest up is we're still here. We're in the championship. We've got a good young team. The Rams are going from strength to strength, and we've had a ball.
From the first game of the season, which was Crewe away, is that right?
Yeah, it was nice to see yourself staying in the stadium this time round, actually. Setting a fucking example.
Thank you, Gwyn, for that one. Gwyn, I realise you aged a lot since then, you know. But would you like to... what I want to do now, right, if I can, Simon, is peel back the years, or months maybe, and if we could take this... we peel back the months.
It's Roger, where'd you go?
Gwyn, on a serious note now, right, it's been a long, hard season, as you said, right? Yes. Ups and downs of the season.
It's been hard, it's been hard, it's been great. It hasn't been boring, have it? Fucking hell. No, we've had ups and downs, but it's what I love about it all is how tight all of us are together. We're all in it together. It would have been hard if we were all on our own, but when you got hundreds and thousands of mates who was in it together, then it helps spread the load, doesn't it?
So you've enjoyed the season?
I've loved it, but even the low, you've got to have low points to appreciate the high points of it now. And yeah, you know, all the times I watched Cardiff, right, the last 4 years have been the best, you know. So to say this was a bad year, it's a bad year. But it was a bad year when we were having 2,000 crowds watching Rochdale and things like that. That was a bad year. So this is, you know.
As you said, we've gone through the year. There's been ups and downs, major ups, major downs. I think this season has been more downs than ups, really, haven't it?
No, not for me.
No, why is that?
I think it's a Prozac, I think, honestly. Yeah. I'm always up.
That's good. What I'd like to ask you is, if you can remember something in the season that reflects the season itself,
yeah,
what would stand out for you?
That mirror, that reflected everything, that mirror.
I'm not going to get no sense out of him, right? Apart from obviously being interviewed by me today. There's got to be something.
Yeah, I think that win at Stoke, because we were up against it. We'd have been settled, we'd have been over the moon of a draw, and the win up there, that brought us back to it. Reading was great, but that win at Stoke and the nature of the win was unexpected, so to do that was, I think that was a big point. That was, you know.
What about West Ham home, Gwyn?
Oh yeah, that was fantastic, but what that did was made us think we were great, because we hammered them 4-0. We hammered them, and I think we got a bit complacent because I think the boys thought it was Champagne Charlie's, but that performance was fantastic. And what Big Sam said was right. He said, the worst team I've seen this year at Cardiff City and the best team at Cardiff City.
Yeah.
Totally crap or fantastic at times.
And last Saturday?
Yeah, tremendous again, but, you know, we played them off the park. It's not just a case of winning 1-0 or 2-0. We hammered them. Played fantastically.
So, what about today, Gwyn?
Party time today. I think we'll get a draw at least, but I'm sure that the results will go elsewhere. They've got to go somewhere else. It'd be nice if we get a point or a win and finish with the party, but I'm confident, quite relaxed for me, to be honest.
And QPR next Saturday?
Yeah, you know, all the way is playing it down, saying they've got half a team and loads of kids, but I hope we can go into that game with no need to get a point or anything, you know, because I'll be nervous no matter what happens. So let's hope we can play next week just for the fun of it. Give some of the youngsters a game, can't we?
It's going to be an interesting game anyway, because of obviously the consequences, what happened a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah, people building that up, but I don't know. I think you move on. I think QPR, they're in the championship now, didn't they? All we did was delay him a year, basically. So I don't think there's any grudges there. I think it's just, you know, I don't think it'll be a grudge match.
As you said, it's all built up, innit? You know, it's all hype. But there's a good atmosphere on the bus today.
Good atmosphere on the bus every day. Every bus, every day. It's great. Best thing come out of the last 4 years is what we got with the Rams. It's just like a party all the time, innit? It's great. Love it.
So keep it going, man.
Keep strength to strength, man. Strength to strength.
Gwen, thanks, man.
No problem.
Once again, we're on the bus of the Valley Rams. We caught up with two girls who work in the ticket office in Cardiff. We got Katie and Louise. You were Louise, Louise? Obviously you sold tickets to this lot, have you?
Yes, unfortunately.
Tell me something about the ticket office then. You've had a bit of fun. Obviously, all season we are one of the best away supporters in the land. And you've had to deal with these boys. What are they like on the phone to you?
Rude. No, they're not. They're alright. They're alright. They're good as gold. Yeah.
Do we keep you busy?
You do.
How long have we been working for the ticket office?
Nearly 2 years now. Katie been there the longest.
Kate, I gotta move on, sorry. Okay. Kate, how long have you been doing it, love?
Nearly 5 years now.
5 years, yeah? I've seen you there, haven't I? So,
you. Pitch side on match day. Your pitch side on match day.
That's right, yeah. Somebody got to do it. I assist Ali, the mad one.
Oh, yes.
A few Ali G's on here today.
Fair dues, they've turned out well today.
So what made you come away with us today, Anne?
Last game of the season, good laugh with the Valley Rams.
Go with the flow. So you enjoy dealing with the Rams and the ticket office. Who do you deal with mostly? Obviously Corky and Gwyn are on the phone, do you?
Gwyn and Big Sam. Corky, Gwyn and Big Sam.
What's your opinions of Big Sam? I got to pick him out because he's not on the bus.
I'll watch my words because it's being filmed. He's as good as gold.
Mad as an actor, isn't he? Right, so through the season, obviously you've seen ups and downs. Can you anything stand out to you can tell us about?
That at the end of the day, the Valley Rams have never given up their support. They'll always, regardless who's owner, regardless who's playing there, you'll always support Cardiff City. There's more to Salmon, there's more to any bit. All that matters is Cardiff City.
That's brilliant, isn't it? And so you're proud of us?
Damn right.
Thank you. Do you want my autograph? What about you, love? Do you feel the same way?
Yes. Best supporters.
Excellent. So when we come in the ticket office next then, and I ask for a cup of tea, I can get one then?
Of course you can.
Are you alright about that, boss?
Well, happy, no, not cup of tea, no.
Coffee? 3. I'm sweet. Thanks, girls. Okay, once again, we head into the back of the bus. We've bumped into quite a few fans. A lot of people dressed up, and there's a lot of celebrities here as well. So what we're going to do is have a chat with them all. Okay, Simon, so here we go. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Stefan, and because our Pope is now German, I only speak in German. Ja, was wollt ihr wissen?
Sorry?
Was willst du wissen?
Twice last night, but don't tell the missus.
Okay, kein Problem. Können wir machen.
We got a bit of a mixed race here, don't we?
Kann man so sagen, ja. Mein Gott, die Waliser sind ja bekannt für ihre Gastfreundschaft und deswegen haben wir heute hier einen guten Mix aus Arabern, Sheepshaggern, Deutsche.
Yes, we are Sheepshaggers, I got that, yeah?
Ja, das ist...
How long have we been supporting Sheepshaggers?
Ja, weil Sheepshaggen ist sehr gut für dich, ja, und deswegen, also wir praktizieren das ja auch.
Why didn't they shoot this fucking plane down?
Du darfst mich nicht fragen, du, ehrlich nicht. Darfst mich nicht fragen.
Am I cunt?
Nee.
Right, you understand what I'm saying? I don't understand what you were saying, so...
Yeah?
And have a chat now, in English. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, we got that bit right. Okay, right. How long have we been supporting Cardiff City? Obviously, we all know you. You're always in the Rams office every Saturday. In all fairness, home and away, you don't miss many, do you?
No, but okay. I switched to English, but I switched to very, very German English. Okay.
Sorry?
I switched to very, very German English now. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm a City fan. 15 years now. Yeah. Well, no, you don't want me to. You don't want me.
Steph, 15 years. That's amazing, man.
15 years. Yeah.
Who introduced you to Cardiff City?
I can't remember his name though.
Start again. When did you first start supporting Cardiff City?
1990. It was the first time over.
Can you remember the first game?
Yeah, I was. I had to look back at the programs. What game it was? It was against Walsall. I always thought it was Brentford, but I don't know why. But I thought it was Brentford, but it was Walsall, and City beat them 3-1.
Yeah. How did you become to support Cardiff City?
Well, it's the first time I've been to Wales and bumped two Cardiff fans on the bus, and they took me to Ninian Park, and so I'm a City fan since then.
So where do you live?
I live in Cardiff now, but I used to, well, obviously live in Germany. I'm from Offenbach, by the way, which is one of the best places, of course, you can go. I'm a big Kickers fan, of course, also. But I live in Cardiff now, off Newport Road.
Memorable occasion for Cardiff City. Anything stand out?
Yeah, for me personally, it was probably the 4-0 at QPR. That was an Ernie's hat-trick, probably. That was fucking massive, that was.
I was there that night. A bit of a rough night as well, wasn't it?
Oh, I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Oh, we had to walk back to the coaches, a bit nut, wasn't it? Hang on, we lost the cameraman then.
Yeah.
Fucking drivers.
Yeah, I know, you tell me.
The thing is, we run the Rams on a budget, see? It's a shoestring. And what's happening is, right, these drivers, they haven't quite passed their test.
Okay. Yeah, whatever.
You're used to them in Germany, innit?
Yeah, sort of, yeah. But we speed much more than you guys do over here.
Yeah. I hear you all do speed out there. Thanks a lot, mate. Right. Enjoy the game.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, before we go, prediction.
I'd like to say a few words in Welsh if you like go on here. Bordage o da chi, da iawn bach. Camry and Biff. Hey, how's that? Hey?
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Cheers.
Okay, just behind our German friend there, we've bumped into a well-known guy. It's the last game of the season, as you can imagine, so everybody dresses up. This guy didn't dress up. We're lucky to have the real person here. Tell me something, man. How did it feel to be spending all that time down in the dungeon, in that jail, you know, while you got caught out there?
No comment.
Sorry, mate. Somebody put the lights out there. No comment.
No comment.
This interview was recorded live for Al Jazeera TV. Over to Ahmed Creighton.
Can you see anything happening at the moment across the river there?
Hang on. Hang on. Sid Hooper for the Prediction League.
Can you see anything happening over the river there? Are you safe?
No comment. Sid Hooper for the Prediction League.
Are they Americans over there?
I don't care.
Now take our fucking mask off.
I can't.
Okay. Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot.
Oh, it's Cardiff City.
And that was in Arabic. Cheers, mate. Okay, moving on.
Bush, you will never find him. He is supporting Cardiff City. We will blow ourselves out outside Gillingham today.
We're now going to take a short break. Don't forget your chance to advertise on Valley Rams World. At the moment we're compiling adverts, we're using them as we do the films. That's all you have to do is basically get in touch with us, and don't forget, most importantly, this will help with the running costs of Valley Rams World. Thanks for your support. Yeah, I just want to talk about this weekend, or last weekend in particular. Obviously we went down to the players do. You enjoy yourself?
Well, I can remember it, like before I got chucked out.
What do you mean you got chucked out? What happened, man?
I haven't got a clue.
Oh, I thought you were there one day. These fuckers up a back. Alright. Did you enjoy the do, man? What do you think of the awards? Did they go, you know, the way you wanted it to go?
Yeah, tidy it was.
Back off. That's gay. That one is gay.
Oh, fucking hell, Bin Laden's back.
Why do all the wells say tidy?
Tidy? It's the way you put your fucking turban together. Tidy. Chief, what a season, man. We talked. Oh, in fact, I think it was if I remember rightly, like we were up in it's on my foot back. We were up in Crewe, wasn't it? First game of the season away. And you and I had a chat and we predicted how it went, or how we was going to go through the season.
Tidy.
Has it gone that way, bud?
And they woke up naked together.
I like Star Wars, I do.
Tidy.
I'm glad I don't get fucking paid for this.
Chewbacca says tidy.
Tidy today.
So you enjoyed yourself up in Crewe at the beginning of the season, and we had a chat then. I'll try one more fucking time. And
Come as Mary Poppins. Tidy.
I fucking give up. Right, next one. Who's next? Oh my god, sorry, Chief, you want to say something?
You were saying something?
Chief, we were up in Crewe. We had a chat together. And we predicted the season, didn't we? Remember that? Out in that back.
I do.
Back room, yeah. So has it gone to plan?
Tidy.
Just gone tidy.
It's gone tidy.
So you're happy with the season, the way it's gone?
Osama Tidy Bin Laden. His middle name.
Do you think we're going to stay up? Do you think? I reckon we will stay up. Do you think we're going to stay up?
Chewbacca says.
This is why I don't venture down the bus very often. Because the conversation gets a bit weird. Where's Will, bud? Do you want to talk about Will?
No, I don't. Not in public.
Please tell me about Will, bud. It's been a long, hard season. And you missed you Will.
I have missed him.
Fuck me, we get a buffalo on us.
Jamie, Adolf, your turn. Fuck off, oh yeah, give dear for that, Mike. Don't bite that, you bastard. Sorry, we're not allowed to swear. What did I say, something?
No comment.
That sums this season up, doesn't it? I'll give you one more opportunity.
No comment, Mr. Trotter.
Don't say
Yeah, okay.
No,
Hang on, sorry, man.
Tidy.
No, get it.
Right, boys, I gotta go now because somebody shouted fucking blue bands out of the pool, so I'm off. Where do you get on the bus?
Port Talbot.
Port Talbot, so it's been a long journey for you, man.
No, not really. Like,
Look at the battery.
no, with my companions by my side every step of the way.
Show him the light. Look at the light. Look at the light.
It's Tim.
The light's fucked. Your light's fucked.
That's Sam's light at the end of the tunnel.
All right.
It's a Valley Rams World production, but we're living on a budget.
It's gone.
Oh, fair play. Look at that.
Did he want to say something?
Tidy.
Hang on, let me bring up here. This is Mr. Tidy. Tidy. That's got that out the fucking way. Right, okay, let's move on.
Yes, you can do it.
I have absolutely nothing to say. I have absolutely nothing to say, except that I come from Port Talbot and I do not wish to let myself known.
Okay, they're breaking in the chapel, right?
Yeah, man, no problem.
Turn around, man.
My spokesperson, I'm the Prince of Lanramney. That's my spokesperson.
Sit down, you want to chat with you, man.
Okay, we caught up with the final celebrities on the bus. If you want to turn around and put your beer back on.
Face the camera.
Right then, boys, where are you from?
Sama. How you doing, bud? All right?
Where are you from, man?
Originally from Rumney, now living slightly west. I won't go into it more than that, but living slightly west, okay? You fuck right off.
Apparently, for the record, he's moved into one of them. You got that?
Oh, here we go. Anyway, I can prove I'm not one of them because I haven't got crystal balls. My balls are normal anyway.
Okay, man.
We're all out today, I'll be honest, right? We're all out there, all of us. We're looking for that one fan, the Lenny Lawrence fan. He's still there. We can still hear him singing somewhere, and we're all out looking for him today. We've got our bombs, grenades, rockets, missiles, AK-47s. We're all out to get him today. Well, you know, point of fact. There we go. Yeah. Yes, he's the no, but that's not the Lenny fan. That is not the Lenny fan. I'm sure the Lenny fan must look something similar to Sam. He must do. He fucking got to, haven't he?
What's your prediction for today, man?
My prediction. 2-1. Yeah, I reckon we can get a win. Definitely get a win, and we can piss on. I tell you what, if we do win, we gotta get Scally the song on the radio. Money for nothing. Money for nothing for Scally, right? From the PFA, money for nothing.
We can do that, boys. Yeah. Listen to me. Do you want to say something now between puffs? No. Okay. Hang on. Yeah. Hang on.
You two-faced.
No. Hang on. Incidentally, I interviewed him out in Austria.
I want to dedicate this trip to Cossie. Top boy.
Cossie.
Sing a song.
Cossie.
Cossie, remember Cossie?
Top boy.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, boys. This trip is dedicated to Cossie, okay?
Excellent.
Do you want to say a few words about Cossie?
Yeah, well, what a man. Honestly, brilliant. Actually, centre of attention. Brilliant guy. Hey, if he was you now, he'd be doing this with us, joining in. I know yeah, but he's up there looking. He's fucking looking down on us, the bugger. Here, bugger. What a fan. What a great guy. Hey, nice one, Cossie. How you taller in the sky, mate?
Cheers, boys. Thanks a lot. Cunt. Okay, here we are. Caught up with the legend, Cardiff City here, Kenny Am. Kenny, you got one hell of a story to tell me. Let's backtrack to Stoke away. What was the year? What was the date?
I think it was April 30th, 2000. And I got to say, I was pissed at cunt. I Gareth done it now. So we had a day out to travel up there, got me out of bed. We stopped in, where did we stop? Just outside Stoke, Stafford. I had a good drink in Stafford. And then we left the car in Stafford, caught the train across from Stafford to Stoke. Then the police escorted us across. Got the game at half time. I think I necked a pint in about a minute when I got there. Stavros's pint. And then, I don't really know what happened after we lost, obviously got relegated. And there was a pitch battle at the end of the game. And about 9 months later then, fucking 20 to 11 in the morning, I just come off nights. Bang, bang, bang on the fucking door. 4 pigs standing at the door. I knew they were coming because they'd already been warned. So they come in the house, search the house. What the fuck they were looking for, I don't even know. I was arrested, charged with violent disorder, taken to is it Lannish? Not Lannish. Yeah, Lannish and Nick. I was kept there about, about 10 hours, charged. I was due to appear in court in February. When I got the case was before it had been adjourned. Went up on the 1st of March 2001. When I got there, the charge had already been dropped down to a 3, and I was told if I had pleaded guilty there and then, it'd get me out of there. And then if I didn't plead guilty, I was looking at a year inside. So I said, fuck this, I'm not having a year inside. So I pleaded guilty to give me a £600 fine. Well, £200 cost, £400 fine, 5-year ban. And that was it. 5-year ban, 600 quid.
And now you're back on board finally.
Yes, I went to court in September. September 2004. I wrote a letter, and I wrote to Stafford. I went to see Pontypridd magistrate, see what I had to do, and they told me what I had to write. I just wrote a letter to the court, and then a letter back about 3 weeks later told me to appear in court on something like the 24th of September. I took Vince Allen with me. Vince Allen.
So effectively, you appealed then?
Yeah, I did appeal. Yes.
And how long after the action?
I did 2/3. 2/3. So Vince Allen came up as a character reference, and fair play to Vince. He took his car up. He didn't drive. Didn't charge me a penny in petrol. It didn't even speak. But we was in court. I gotta say, there was nothing but bags of scum there. Me and Vince went to court with suits on, and when we turned, they thought me and Vince were barristers. So then I was allowed back in the Leeds game, October the 2nd. Yeah, because the 1st is a Friday. And since then I've been coming ever since again. I've been in Austria again to watch Wales. Tremendous trip with the supporters club.
I see you out there?
Yes, I was out there. I was telling him I was out in Slovakia. Yeah, I went to Slovakia. 1 night in Cologne, 3 nights in Vienna. Tremendous trip, and I'm back on board now. I'm back with the chaps.
So obviously looking back now, you've been through a hell and back to get you. And what about other people around you? Was there other people who had to go through the same sort of thing as you?
Well, there's certain people. I know one did, but he didn't give a shit. But there's other people I knew were more guilty than I was, so to speak, and everything got caught. So I just happened to be lucky that fucking Mario fingered me. The cop and Mario fingered me, and I was it. I went to hell. It wasn't so much being banned, which I hated, is the fact they surrendered my passport every time Wales played abroad, and I had to keep going back to Pontypridd police station, and on times I simply couldn't get there. And one time I signed in a police station, and I was actually told that the police were after me. So I kept this bit of paper, and the police chucked all the evidence away. And then I bang on the door when I had 2 Phils standing there, and I reckon they were arresting me because I hadn't turned up at the police station. But I had, because I kept the paper. And they said, we haven't got no evidence. So I said, well, give me 20 minutes and I will get a bit of a rowing on the fucking door. And they said, well, arrest. I said, well, you're fucking not, because I got evidence. I said, have you got proof? Yes, I have. Well, signed statement. And when I showed it to them, they were like 2 fucking little lambs walking away. And I said, do you mind if we take it with us? I said, but if you take it away and it's lost, I'll have your fucking jobs. And they said 2 o'clock. Well, they chucked it through the door about 2 o'clock in the morning. So they did chuck it back through the door, and I was in the clear. But if I didn't have that, I would have gone down the fucking steps. And I knew, because the cop even told me they were after me.
So all you've been through, obviously there's other people gone through with you, and you're not going to talk about them, which is fair enough. Other people come out the other side of it now. It's all forgotten about. You are on the bus with us now. And also, and most importantly, you've been recognised by the fans of Cardiff City. They've dedicated a song to you, is that right?
Yes, I have.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it's about what's it called? £600 banned from ground. No, he's got wild hair. What's it called? Kenny.
Kenny, £600 you're banned from ground. Kenny, £600 you're banned from ground. Kenny.
So do you think we can sing this today one more time?
I don't mind at all. I got broad shoulders. I'm 42 now. I've learned my lesson.
Yeah. How did it affect your family then?
Well, I obviously live on my own. My father's dead. God rest his soul. And my father was alive. He'd have beat the fucking crap out of me. But my mother was... Well, he fucking would have. It's as simple as that, like. He fucking... Oh. But my mother, obviously, she's fucking devastated when she thought I was going to prison. But not very happy. And I gotta say, I'm fucking a bit ashamed about it, to tell you the truth. But not ashamed as in ashamed. But the problem is that it caused certain members. Like I gotta say, I rode the tackle at the end of the day.
So what would happen now if you was in a situation today, you know, and you were confronted with something like that? What would you do?
Well, someone gonna attack me, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, if someone's gonna go, I wouldn't run away. Not a fucking chance, like.
So you're a City fan through and through?
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, I'm not a fucking thug. I'm only 11 fucking half stone for starters. But I don't believe in this crap of like, fucking being a shrinking vile. I'm not into that, like.
In all fairness, I mean, since you started back, have you seen a difference with City?
Oh, absolutely. I know the bus is like a zoo, like, but you don't get the violence like you used to have.
A zoo?
Yeah, but I mean, it's better to have people on you.
Are you calling me a fucking monkey?
It's better, like Big Gwyn said, it's better to have people who are together than travelling in vans and cars. You're still drinking a van and a car, don't you? When it's a driving minibus years ago and a minibus and a transit van, they were fucking drugs and drink on it a lot, and the coppers never even knew where anybody was. You trade in some shit like Aspie de la Zouche and terrorise the locals. But now, whatever you say, at least they know where you are. So I think it's perhaps that's better on that score.
Keeping all the eggs in one basket.
Absolutely. So I think for the drops you back in Talbot Green, pick you up in Talbot Green. I'm got a girl from Cardiff or Pontypridd, worth every penny.
Thanks for the interview, man, and I hope you enjoy the game today. Before we go,
I always enjoy the game.
What's your prediction?
Well, I think we'll win 1-0.
1-0 to Cardiff City. That's good enough. Keep us up. Brilliant interview, man. One of the best of the season. Alright, cheers, mate. Thanks a lot. Well, there you go. End of the season. On our way back home for the last game of the season. I'd like to interview for the boys. We've got a guest on the bus on the way home. Peter, the legend. Pete, what do you think of the game, mate?
Well, I thought I'd give him a bit of class on this bus today. Someone good looking for a change. So I thought I'd better fucking come on. No, the game was pretty crap, but with all due respect, it was all about the point we needed to secure ourselves. Even though, don't listen to pretending to be naive about the situation. We've been struggling all fucking season. We've done it. We haven't relied on anybody else. We've got a point that we needed, and that's all that counts. Beautiful day. Coppers win bad. Have a drink. Fucking great.
After that meeting on Wednesday, well, it was Wednesday, was it? Or Thursday, sorry, and it was said there that Ridgedale, wasn't it? He looked around and he said to you, like, look at Sunderland, look at Ipswich, and look at the teams that are out there now, and they play with players. And he said, what did he say? Name a player from our team. Can we? Is he right?
Well, he's right to a certain extent. I think the reason with Cardiff City haven't done it is because we haven't got the right management team. That's my own personal view. My personal opinion is that we've had a lot of stars, and I think the management that we've had ain't good enough to get the best out of them so-called stars. So you can say that we've underachieved this season, which we have, but I also like to say that the manager's more than less underachieved. He said at the beginning of the season to judge him over 13 games, after 13 games. And here we are now, all of a sudden, we're surviving by 1 point. You know, and that isn't, after spending like all the money that has been spent, that isn't the thing, just done thing. Ipswich, for example, now lying third in the table, he spent £250,000 all year. So
going on what you've viewed so far from this Ridgedale, do you think he's a good thing for the club?
In the beginning, when I first heard he was coming out, I thought, oh my God. But now you sit down and find out the whole sort of scenario which was behind him at Leeds, and what he's done of major firms like Burton's. He started QVC in fucking Britain. A man has got so much experience of running huge companies and retail development, I think he'll be an asset, a major asset to Cardiff City.
He's giving positive vibes so far, isn't he?
Well, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, he risked an awful lot at Leeds United on the assumption they'd qualify for the Champions League. They were only one game away from him. That's what everybody forgets, and then, how can I say, the bottom fell out. But at the end of the day, the man can learn by his mistakes on that score, but the truth of the matter is, he is and knows how to run a football club. And that's where Cardiff City have been lacking, was we've not had anybody with any knowledge how to run a football club. No disrespect to David Temmie, he has not run a football club before, and it shows.
So Pete, do you think there's going to be a lot of changes in the summer now, you know, obviously off season now, with the management of the club?
Personally, I think anybody with any real clout as we know it down the club will all be gone this summer, and I think it'll all be replaced, and hopefully they will be for the better of this football club.
I spoke to Gwyn on this matter earlier. Oh shit, he's come awake now.
Beauty and the Beast. look at that handsome fella there now, look, in his boots.
Gwyn, have you enjoyed the game today, man?
Okay. Yes, I can lie.
We had it all planned and you would have fucking spoiled this. There you go, here we are, finally, the end of the season, and we're heading home. Long old day. I've had a chat with Gwyn, and Gwyn said that he'd say a few words. So, Gwyn. I think Gwyn's a bit busy actually. Apparently he's in training for next week. A bit of an exclusive to you there.
Sticky must have broke down. Just as some bad news. Sticky must have broke down. If you're going to step there for the weekend,
I just had some exclusive news. Corky, do you want to tell us about the exclusive news?
Yes, what have happened now? One of our buses have broken down now at the end of the convoy, and they're thinking of staying up here the weekend. Now, poor old Sticky had one of their Bev's buses. They weren't happy with it, and it was proved right. They're all stuck here. Police surrounded by police now. Buses are broken down all the way back in Kent. Let's hope they get home all right.
So what's the alternative plans for them?
Well, they're thinking they're going to France now. They're thinking if they're going to stay the weekend now, they've had to get full now.
Yeah. So they're going to be all right for fags then? Anyway, once again, sorry about that interruption there. Important news, as you know, we tend to do breaking news as it happens, but I just had a chat with Gwyn. Apparently now he is really ready to do an interview. Gwyn? Maybe he's not ready. No, he's not quite ready yet. I'm awful sorry. But Gwyn did say that he would interview. He'd go on Valley Rams World to finish off the show. But well, he's let us down, hasn't he? But you know, he's got to relax, because at the end of the day, on Saturday he is on the field and he's in training at the moment, isn't he? Is that right, Cook?
You'll be doing the bouncy balls, bouncy, what do you call them? Space rockets or something you call it. Space hoppers, that's what they call it. Him and Vince a challenge match on the field against QPR if we can get it sorted. But Gwyn wants a 200-yard head start. Got to have a head start. You got to have a head start, Gwyn. Vince is too fit.
Yeah, but apparently Vince has really been going for it, hasn't he? He's been building up for this all season.
You have. I mean, he's been on the cheese and onion, he's been on the Bovril crisps. And as Vince has been really training hard on the Bovril crisps. So Gwyn's at a big disadvantage.
So it's a big challenge, and there you are, you heard it here first. Big challenge next Saturday on the field in Indian Park. The Valley Rams versus the supporters clubs. So watch it, make sure you get your tickets, get down the field. It's going to be interesting. Oh, hang on, I've just been told now Gwyn is ready for the chat. Gwyn? Oh no, he's not, sorry. Sorry, bad information. After all, he is in training. Thank you.